what a difference a year makes. Last year, our unemployment was high, the morale was low, but now this year, this speech, if you ask me about our governor, whether you're here tonight to praise our governor or criticize her, we almost agree that she has delivered when it comes to job creation for this state, and she has promised to continue the work, and I'm just so proud of her, and I'm proud to be on her team. If you ask me to give tonight a title, tonight's speech a title, I'd call it Aunt Nikki Sets Uncle Sam Straight. That she's fighting back, and it's been said it seems like our federal government has been attacking our state, and they really have, whether it's the NLRB, the National Labor Relations Board, illegal immigration, voter ID. It seems like time and time again our federal government is attacking us for trying to do what they should be doing. And she's helping. She's leading the charge, and like I said, Aunt Nikki is setting Uncle Sam straight. I'm glad she brought up DOT, the Department of Transportation. We must restructure it. We need to eliminate the Highway Commission, make it a cabinet agency. I'm glad she brought that up. I'm glad she brought up tort reform. We've moving in the right direction on that, but we've got quite a bit more work to do on tort reform. Spending caps, she's very active on that. I just think it was a great speech, a positive, upbeat speech, and while I breathe, I hope.
We've just completed the annual State of the State address given by Governor Haley. She did an outstanding job characterizing the state of South Carolina's economy, where South Carolina is today, where we've been in the last year under her administration. It was a pleasure during the last session to work with her and her staff, House and the Senate, as we, I think, accomplished a great deal, and she highlighted some of that in her speech tonight. Tort reform was something that I had worked on throughout the session, had worked on it really a couple of years. We also had been successful with immigration reform, the roll call voting effort, a number of other issues that came out of the Senate Judiciary Committee in which I was involved. But I think the positive, upbeat tone that Governor Haley provided tonight in her State of the State address will, I believe, set the tone for the coming session and will be a tremendous benefit for the various objectives that a lot of us would like to see accomplished as we go out through the legislative session. The first priority today is to complete work on the Department of Administration bill. She talked about that, something that Governor Campbell had talked about during his time as governor, and she mentioned him, and I finally remember serving with him. But we've got an opportunity, whether it's the Department of Administration, Department of Transportation, which I intend to support the effort to put it completely under the governor's cabinet and move forward to a more executive function of the governor's office in providing the day-to-day management of our state agencies, and I think that's important. So as we begin this new year, I'm very optimistic that the governor's set a great tone here, and we'll move forward throughout the next 4 months of this session as we get underway and hopefully accomplish a lot of good things for the people of South Carolina together. So it's just been a real pleasure to be here this evening.
It was a pleasure to hear what the governor had to say tonight. It's always interesting when she focuses on jobs, which is what we got to do in South Carolina. Job creation, job retention is what we have to do. We have to be pro-business. We have to make sure we push the companies that are here, support them in creating additional jobs and new jobs, and we've got to go out and work the nation to bring in the right companies, to make sure that we're growing opportunities for South Carolinians. Working with the governor, working with all the branches of government, including local governments, including the economic development groups, we can make a difference in South Carolina. That's what this is all about. It's a pleasure to hear her keep that as her top priority, to also talk about all the great things we did in 2011 and to look forward to 2012.
Hey folks, we just finished with the Governor's State of the State address. and I hope you were able to watch it. But I thought it was a really strong, positive, and optimistic speech. The governor laid out some of the challenges that we face, and she provided us with her vision of how we ought to address them and some of the things that we can do to put more South Carolinians back to work and to help the state as a whole. More importantly, I think she really touched on some of the big successes that we've had in South Carolina. You know, unfortunately, a lot of the times when we talk about our state, we tend to focus on the negatives and some of the challenges that we have. The governor did a good job tonight of highlighting some of the really important successes that we've had in the past year, and we've had a lot of them. So hope you've had an opportunity to watch the speech. If not, maybe you'll have an opportunity to see it later on. But I thought overall, it was a very good speech. I thought the governor did a good job. Thanks, guys.